Hello passengers, Trainboy 10 here, and welcome back to the Home Media Reviews. On this day the video comes out, or should be coming out I guess, is June 19th, and on this day, Toy Story 5 officially releases in US theaters. So, I feel like the most appropriate release to look at today is Thomas in the Toy Shop. And yes, I know it's technically Thomas in the Toy Workshop, but that title is too long, and, Thomas in the Toy Shop just rolls off the tongue so easily. And that is the original title of the episode, so that's just what I'm gonna call it. Both the episode and the release. Why is there just a random compass in the top right corner? I've never noticed that before, but why is that there? Ugh, that CGI model of Harold looks terrible. God, I hate this opening sequence. It's so long and drawn out. It's also just really boring. But at least it only plays once at the beginning, so... Oh yeah, I literally just remembered this now, that despite this release featuring Series 9 episodes, the titles are not read aloud. And honestly, they should have kept it that way for all future episodes.
Why are you so excited to see the statue? You think it's gonna be of you?
Yeah, I don't really like that cranky voice. It's tolerable, but I don't know, I just don't like it. It's kind of annoying.
First, Thomas went to Wellworth Station.
I think he meant to say Wellsworth Station. What is that mouth shape? Is that just a straight line or something? I don't know what it is, but like seeing model trains like plowing the snow like that, it's just so satisfying. Like, not Justin Thomas, but like people like running trains on their model railway. Wait, so, actually I'm kinda wondering, what's the implied passage of time? So like, has all of this taken place all in the same day? Because if that's what they're implying, then, depending on how long it took for the snow to fall, I don't really believe that there would have been enough snow to cover the statue like that. Yeah, this cropping is not very good. Yeah, that was a good episode. I actually liked that one. Oh, great. This theme. Sounds familiar?
All the engines on the island of Sodor were very excited. There was to be a great banquet at the Scottish. Lord Cannon's castle is in Misty Valley. Donald and Douglas were determined to get the important goods to the castle in...
The more I hear this theme, the more I hate it. Because they used this theme in Bad Day at Castle Lock for the rescore, and that was the version of the episode I experienced as a kid, so... I think I would have to talk more about that whenever I talk about Bad Day at Castle Lock, so... Yeah, that's a story for another time.
When Henry puffed into the docks, he couldn't see the tall flagpole anywhere. He looked around for something tall.
Honestly, why doesn't he think it's on a flatbed or something? And the workmen, of course, didn't strap it down because, that would be too smart.
The Scottish castle will not look the same without its
Okay, what was with the lighting on Sir Topham Hatt's face there? Like, on the left of his face, it was like, I don't know, it's like the whites were like blown out for some reason. Hey, it's Tiger Moth. Wait, actually, why does that windsock look like, the hat from The Cat in the Hat? I don't know, or like Dr. Seuss, that's what that reminds me of for some reason, I don't know why. Okay, why does it look like that with that Henry face, it looks like he's raising one of his eyebrows. One of the eyebrows is higher up than the other, you know what I mean?
Hello, Trevor. You're very nice, puffed Henry, but you wouldn't make a very good flagpole.
I've never actually watched the UK dub, but I know that for that one specific line, for some reason Michael Angelis just shouts it, and it's so weird.
You're very nice, Trevor, puffed Henry, but you wouldn't make a very good flagpole.
I do not like this face. It looks so weird. Like, someone else pointed this out, like, his eyebrows literally look like a door handle. Like, it looks so weird. Like, why does it look like that? And this time, they actually remembered to strap the thing down. You know, had they strapped down the other flagpole, we could have avoided this whole mess. But, the plot needs to happen, so... Yeah, that one was Alright, I guess. That was okay. Wasn't too bad. Okay, why is the camera shaking?
Yes, sir, tooted Thomas.
Hey, it's Tiger Moth again. Look at Harold just shaking. I will say that it is a bit weird that Ben is appearing on his own without Bill. But then again, I mean, in the new show coming later this year, for some reason, I mean, at least right now, like, they only have Bill confirmed, but not Ben, which I find very strange. It's like, you can't have Bill without Ben. So I wonder why they decided to have just Ben on his own here, especially when in other episodes they're together.
Thomas saw that the eyes weren't eyes at all.
Oh, just noticed that was a fisheye lens. Like, that's something I completely forgot about. I think that's the first fisheye lens shot in this video. I mean, other than the one in the intro, but I'm not gonna count that. Also, the thing to the right there looks like a swing set.
And he remembered Diesel's warning about the curse of the cliffs.
I don't know, Thomas, I mean, I feel like that, like you would have heard about Diesel causing trouble in the past, maybe you wouldn't believe him, I don't know. Although I think he's only met Diesel maybe like once or twice before this, maybe? I could be wrong though. Yeah, that was another good one. Again, I actually like that episode. And now we have a song, for some reason in the middle of the feature instead of at the end. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't really like how they just put the songs in the middle of the feature, at least later on. I don't know, it just kinda interrupts the program for me. Like, it's over, cause I guess I'm just used to them playing at the end instead of in the middle. I'm sure they probably did this because they wanted to have room for the engine roll call at the end, but still, I'm not really a fan of this change. Oh my god, just end the song. Just, can we go back to the episodes? Like, just, come on. Oh my god, it's still going? Oh, why? Ugh. Can we end the song, please? That bit of debris just flying. Yeah, that was certainly a song. Now on to the titular episode the DVD is named after. Jeez. I feel like the more I hear this theme, the more I don't like it. They use it so much. Like, so much. Like, way too much. It's cool seeing, like, frost on the rails there. That's pretty cool. Or, I guess it was cool until they cut to this, which has no frost or anything on the ground at all. Oh, never mind, on to the look on the left there. I wonder what that painting is in the background. And that guy's eyes are, like, one of his eyes is bigger than the other, like, ugh. Just, who are the people, like, painting, the humans' faces? Or, that made, the wooden figures. Painting the wooden figures. Oh, now there's frost on the ground. What did they use for, frost? Like, I mean, I feel like they would use sugar. What did they use for snow? Is it, like, baking soda? Or, like, flour, baby powder? What? And, like, what did they use for frost?
Henry still had to collect the
And yay, shaky cam. What do they use for the frost? Is it sugar? I feel it looks like sugar to me. I mean, with kind of like how the lights reflect off of it, it kind of just looks like sugar. I could be completely wrong, but if anyone knows, let me know in the comments below.
You won't be able to pull all the cars of toys as well as Addie and Clarabelle, said Henry.
I'm pretty sure Henry did not have that voice in the other episode. I could be wrong, though.
I didn't expect to see the flagpole down there, puffed Henry. I wish I hadn't broken the flagpole, Henry sighed to Toby. Oh no, moaned Henry. But it will be perfect for the castle flagpole, Henry chuffed.
Hey, I just saw this shot in that music video. So why did they retitle the episode Thomas and the Toy Workshop? Like, why? Like, what was the point of that?
You can do it, sang Annie and Clarabelle.
It's honestly nice to see Annie and Clarabelle, like, speak, kind of do something, I guess. And it's also nice that they added a brake van at the end of Thomas's train, because in the other episodes, they just didn't have a brake van at all. Wait a minute, they're going to Knapford. Knapford is in the other direction. Like, what? They're coming from Brendam Docks and they're going to Knapford. They're going east when Knapford is west. Of course they didn't care, and, well, this needed to happen, so they just didn't care about, what do you call it? Like, geographical consistency? I don't know. Make it a thing, I guess. I'm making it a thing. Geographical consistency. And there's a Railway Series illustration there.
For the winter holiday season.
Oh yay, winter holidays, not Christmas. Yeah, that one was, again, not bad. That was actually okay. And now we're on to a great episode again. Why are his pupils so huge? Like, why are his pupils so big? And why are Percy's pupils so big here? It looks so weird, especially on Sir Topham Hatt. It just looks unnatural to me, I guess. I don't know, it just looks so weird. Hey, it's the refreshment lady.
He had paper and an easel.
Wait, did he say an easel? I guess it's the thing that they put the paint in? I don't know, I've never heard it called that. Unless it's something completely different and I don't know. And there's Percy's driver. Just there.
At last, Percy came to Shen Valley. It was very beautiful.
And very green, like Percy. I don't really like that Percy face. He looks so stupid.
Maybe Shen Valley isn't so.
Oh hey, I totally don't see the edge of the set behind those hills. Yeah, there was just a guy with a newspaper over his face. That was kind of funny.
He held his paintbrush and palette.
No, it's called a palette. So, an easel? What? I don't know. Maybe that's his bag or something, I have no idea. I'll look it up later. I really like that viaduct set, it looks really good. It reminds me of a particular viaduct in, Ohio. I think it's in Ohio. I'll show footage of it, like this one here.
Percy was so cross his boiler bubbled. And he went as red as Jane.
You can actually hear it. You can actually, like, hear his, hear the water boiling. That's a nice detail, I never noticed that before. Yeah, like his giant pupils, they look so weird. And just two guys beside him too, just, like who painted, the eyes or anything on the human models? It just looks so weird. Wait, was that Jeremiah Jobling or, a railway inspector? I mean, I don't know, the trench coat looks pretty similar. Again, I actually really like that episode. I think it might be my favorite so far. I mean, I think I might as well just say now it probably is my favorite. Hey, it's Trevor! Why did I say it like that? Trevor! And Henry has Gordon's whistle for some reason. Like, why? But then there was an episode in this season where Thomas has Percy's whistle for some reason.
But Thomas was the most excited of all. Sir Topham Hatt came to Tidmouth Sheds. He looked very serious.
Yes, he looks very serious. And of course he's gonna pick Thomas for this job because, you know, why wouldn't he? Look how wonky Annie's eyes are. Does my voice sound kinda raspy? I don't...
That's a rainbow, puffed Edward wisely. That old story says you'll find something magical at the end of a rainbow.
I do find it kind of weird how sometimes Michael Brandon gives old wise characters very nasally voices. It's very weird. Oh yeah, and it's another one of these, Thomas is given a job, but he just decides to not do it, to do something else, because of course he does. I always hate these episodes because they're always so predictable, like they're all the same structure, they're all predictable, they're all the same. They're just not enjoyable. It's like, Thomas, drop off the workmen to wherever they need to go, and then go chase the rainbow, or whatever.
Slow down, Thomas, Toby cried. There's something ahead on your tracks. But Thomas wasn't listening.
Of course he wasn't. Why would he? That would make too much sense. Wait, did he seriously not tell the signalman about this? No signalman was alerted of this. Really? I mean, yeah, Thomas should have been listening and keeping a good lookout, but this is more so the signalman's fault. But then again, I mean, the signalmen are responsible for certain crashes in the show, even though the engine and its crew are just as stupid. It's like Gordon takes a tumble. Gordon decides to be stupid and speed through a go slow sign, and then he crashes because of it, when all of that could have been avoided if the signalman had simply set the switches for the right track. So this mess could be avoided in this episode if the signalman had been alerted of the telegraph pole on the line and diverted Thomas onto a different track that wasn't blocked. Jeez, why aren't they just directly telling Harvey about this? And there's Tiger Moth again. Tiger Moth has appeared in so many episodes on this DVD. I think 3 episodes? That's a lot for him, considering that he didn't actually do anything in Season 5, and I just noticed the little steam vent there in that shot.
All of your friends have helped rescue you, he said.
Ugh. I do not like that voice either. It's a mix of deep, dumb sounding, but also congested at the same time. It's so weird. Also, gotta love how the telegraph poles have no wires attached to them or anything. And that's it, right? Yep, that's it. So that was Thomas in the Toy Shop. Overall, it's actually not bad. The episodes on this were actually, well, at least for the most part, not bad. You kick off the DVD with Thomas and the Statue, which is a genuinely good episode from this era. Then we get Henry and the Flagpole, which, I thought that episode was gonna suck, but it doesn't. It's actually kinda okay. It's passable at the very least. It's definitely not bad by any means. And then Bold and Brave, yeah, again, another surprisingly good episode. Thomas in the Toy Shop, again, I thought this one was gonna suck. I mean, given past episodes that have a gimmicky concept attached to it, like Percy's Chocolate Crunch or James and the Red Balloon, for example, both not very good episodes, and were both clearly made just for merchandise. And also, both of those have a DVD named after them. While not necessarily good, it's, again, okay. It's really not that bad. And then Percy and the Oil Painting was, again, a great episode. And then we get Thomas and the Rainbow, and yeah. So there was seemingly a pattern for a while. We would get a good episode, then an okay one, then a good episode again, then back to another okay one. And then we get another good one, and then Thomas and the Rainbow just completely ruins that pattern and is just bad. I do not like this episode. I mean, I guess we might as well go through the episodes one by one like I usually do. Thomas and the Statue is, again, I already said this twice before, but again, a surprisingly good episode from this era. Everyone feels perfectly in character here. Thomas gets a big head because he thinks that he's gonna get a statue of himself, and while the other engines just dismiss it at first, when he just constantly goes on and on about it, it just gets annoying. And I love the kind of progression of it all. It's very gradual. Especially with Percy, because at first, he just wasn't really listening, I guess. I mean, at least that's kind of how I like to interpret it as, since he was presumably, sleepy, so... Yeah, I like how he's just oh yeah, that's nice, Thomas. He just doesn't care. And then, yeah, eventually, he just explodes at Thomas. Yeah, again, everyone just feels perfectly in character. I love how Thomas eventually realizes that his boasting did get out of control and he was in the wrong for doing so, and that he decided to try to put things right. It carries weight when he decides to clear the tracks because we all know that Thomas hates his snowplow. And it's visually kind of nice too, the opening shot looks pretty nice. And I like the snow visuals. It looks very good. It's aesthetically pleasing. Surprisingly, since this era is mostly just green countryside with trees. Lots and lots of trees. And speaking of trees, yeah, Henry and the Flagpole. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say with this one. It's okay. I mean, I think it's nice that the writers decided to touch on Henry's love for nature again. You know, show a side of Henry where, like, he loves the forest and nature so much that he would do anything to make sure that it's not destroyed, which makes sense given his history. I guess I also kind of like the twist with the old ship's mast being the new flagpole. I guess it's kind of like somewhat of an unexpected twist for me. I guess it's just like you kind of forget about it. It's just kind of there at the beginning and then it just comes back later on. I mean, it's nice that they actually bother to like set it up being there and then actually pay it off. The episode is a bit slow for my liking. I mean, I guess I'll talk more about the episode's runtime a bit later. But I mean, I guess my only real complaint is, well, I mean, like, the inciting incident in which how it's just, you know, the flagpole isn't, like, strapped down or anything on the flatbed, and I mean, I know, like, the plot has to happen, but, like, still, it's just kind of irritating, you know? Especially when they actually strap it down later, so why they didn't just do that in the first place, I don't know. Yeah, this episode is okay. It's not anything amazing, but certainly not terrible. Then we go to Bold and Brave, and again, it's another surprisingly good episode. I mean, I do find it somewhat unbelievable that Thomas would just easily believe Diesel about the curse of the cliffs, since, I mean, come on, wouldn't Thomas know all about Diesel's history on the island, and, like, I feel like Thomas should know not to listen to him. But that aside, I think Usual Bloke Luke put it best in his Series 9 review, so if I repeat some things that he says, well, I just share the same opinion as him. I guess it's, like, nice seeing Thomas being a good role model to Ben of all characters. Like, Thomas helping Ben face his fears, helps Thomas face his own fears later, and how he realizes that Diesel was just trying to scare him. I mean, I guess I don't have too much to say. I mean, I guess I'll say that I like the tunnel set, like how that's lit. It looks very good. I really like this set. It's cool that we actually, like, get to see, like, you know, we're inside the tunnel, because I think we've only ever, like, gotten, like, a shot inside of a tunnel. The Sad Story of Henry and Henry and the Elephant, I think those were the only times. But even then, like, it was kind of brief for those specific cases. So it's cool that we have a whole sequence where, like, we have Thomas going through the tunnel. That's, like, it's really cool. It's really nice. And I guess because it technically comes after it, the song, I don't even have anything to say on the song. It's not very good. I don't really like it. It's pretty generic. And, I mean, I guess I'll give it this, that, I mean, because I'm literally just thinking about this now, that at least they have a song about bravery after the episode where Thomas is brave. Then, yeah, Thomas in the toy shop. I think it's, like, aesthetically pleasing, I guess. I don't really have anything to say with this episode. I don't love it, I don't hate it, and it does feel a bit drawn out, and again, I'll come back to the runtime a bit later. So let's just move on to my favorite episode from the DVD, Percy and the Oil Painting. Again, to mention Usual Bloke Luke, who made a video talking about this episode years ago. So again, if I might repeat what he says, because I feel like I share the same opinions as him. But, like, yeah, I mean, I think it's a great Percy episode, especially, like, teaching about, like, how you should stand up to your beliefs against those who seem untouchable. Yeah, to, like, how Usual Bloke Luke said it. And I feel like that, like, of, like, the runtime, like, this is the one that the pacing feels perfect. Like, it doesn't feel too fast, but it doesn't feel drawn out either. Like, it feels like it has perfect pacing to me. But yeah, Usual Bloke Luke made a great video talking about how this episode uses the Three Strikes formula to make a great story. Yeah, I just really like this episode. I love Percy. Percy is perfectly in character. He feels like Percy here. Like, not a single moment in this episode where Percy acts like an idiot, which was so common to this era of the show. So it's nice to see Percy actually, like, being in character for once. And yeah, Percy just exploding at the artist. And then we get to the final episode, Thomas and the Rainbow, and I don't like this episode. It's another one of those Thomas is given a job and then he screws it up kind of stories. And I hate every episode that uses this trope, because they're all the same. It's literally the same structure every single time. They're boring, they're predictable. Like, if you've seen one of these kinds of episodes, you've basically seen them all, because they're just all the same. Yeah, like Thomas just abandons his job to go chase a rainbow of all things. And also, I didn't mention this during the episode, but seriously, Thomas has never seen a rainbow in his life ever. That's just so dumb. Yeah, I just really hate these kinds of episodes. They're just so frustrating. Oh yeah, I might as well mention this because I'm thinking about it. Out of all episodes from Series 9, or any episode from the previous 8 seasons, how in the world was this nominated for a BAFTA? Like, seriously, why this episode? I guess I'll mention a couple other positives that I have. 1. I really appreciate the restraint to not have Thomas be the main character in every episode. Yeah, Thomas is the main character of 4 of the 6 episodes, which is a lot, yes, but at least not every episode is focused on him, as Henry and Percy also get an episode. And while Thomas does appear in them, and does have at least one line, it is so nice that they actually give other characters some time in the spotlight. 2. Michael Brandon is... yeah, I still like him here. I don't really think Brandon is a bad narrator at all. I mean, yeah, some of his character voices aren't very fitting, but overall, I still like him as a narrator. He's still good in my opinion. Alright, on to negatives. The music is pretty forgettable, and sometimes they literally just reuse tracks from other episodes. Like, Henry and the Flagpole uses 2 themes from Season 7 episodes, Bad Day at Castle Lock.
Lord Cannon's castle is in Misty Valley. Donald and Douglas were determined to get the important goods to the castle in... All the engines on the island of Sodor were very excited. There was to be a great banquet at the Scottish...
And what's the matter with Henry?
Useful engines don't complain, Henry muttered. And he steamed away. So Henry set off to go where he wouldn't...
It's literally the exact same themes. I don't hate Robert Hartshorn as a composer, but a lot of his music is just so forgettable. And Ed Welch's songs are just not that great. Well, most of them anyway. There are a few I like, but the majority are just not good. And 2, I think these episodes do suffer a bit from being too long. I mean, with the exception of Percy and the oil painting I mentioned earlier, like I said that I feel like that episode, like the runtime there it's fine there. I feel like that the pacing is perfectly fine with the 7-minute runtime. And the runtime, and along with Thomas being the main character of every episode, was 2 main issues I had with Thomas's Sodor celebration. The episodes just, like, they were just dragging, and they were just... I just hated it. And on top of that, you had stupid learning segments between the episodes that I'm just left wondering, why am I even watching this? You know? It's just not fun for someone like me to sit through. And I guess on that note, I guess I'll add in another positive. The omission of the learning segments. This DVD does not include any learning segments at all, which is so nice. I'm so glad that they actually just stopped including the learning segments after a certain point. I mean, I guess I would say it's maybe because, well, this DVD was distributed by Anchor Bay instead of Hit Entertainment or 20th Century Fox. But I think after a certain point, like the DVDs distributed by 20th Century Fox stopped including the learning segments, so yeah, anyway, back to the runtime issue. I mean, I don't know, Henry and the Flagpole, Thomas and the Toy Shop, and, I mean, Thomas and the Rainbow. I don't know, all those episodes just feel too long, in my opinion. I feel like that they could be easily condensed down to the 4.5-minute runtime of the classic series. I just don't feel like they have to be 7 minutes. I guess I can, forgive it because I like the episodes more. So, well, I mean, except for Thomas and the Rainbow, but, all the other episodes I like more than any of the episodes on Sodor Celebration. Please don't make me watch that again. Might as well give my score for this. I think I would would probably give this like a 6 out of 10. It's definitely so much more enjoyable than Thomas's Sodor Celebration. I mean, I think a 6 is not bad, but like I think this DVD is just, it's okay. It's decent. And I mean, I feel like that's why it deserves a 6. I don't think it really deserves lower than that, but then I don't think it deserves any higher either. This DVD isn't great, it's not terrible, it's just okay. And I think for the hit era, I'll gladly take this over Sodor Celebration any day. I mean, if you went to see Toy Story 5, well, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss the train for the next video, and I hope you all have a great day.